Hey, boo. Buenos dias. Good afternoon. I got shit to talk about. Per usual. Per motherfucking usual. Let me go get my phone. Oh. I don't know. People be fucking lying. Old-fashioned album. They be fucking lying.
And I work like a dog.
Fucking lying. Hey, Kim.
That deal with hyperpigmentation in general.
All these damn shows and videos, hey y'all, about people cheating. Let me tell y'all something. These podcasts, they won't be for too long. Because, yo, I don't know about y'all, but was there stuff that you used to listen to a year ago and watch a year ago that now you watch it and you're confused of why you watched it? Is there stuff that you did a year ago and you're trying to figure out, why did I do that? So, and not only have you realized why you don't do stuff like that, you've also understood why you were even attached to it. Are y'all understanding that? So you've grown from why you did certain things, and that's great. That was that whole wave of that masculine energy, feminine energy. That was a wave of everything that y'all were exposed to. Okay? So now you're about to be exposed to the truth of everything. Why do y'all think they just came out with a show of cheaters again? And a black woman hosted it. There's more black people on it. The Cheaters show is old. They've been doing Cheaters since Jerry Springer days. But you see what they're doing? They're letting people watch it, and the people are over there looking flabbergasted. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is happening to me. This is happening to me. Why me, God? Why me? You did not find out once you got on that show that your nigga or your woman wasn't shit. If you wanted the publicity, the exposure, and the money, that's all you had to say. But you didn't need to go on a show. The same thing with Catfish. We only watch Catfish because it's entertaining. But you did not need Neve and Max to do a motherfucking scavenger hunt around the United States of America to find out. Neve found out on his own. Neve started putting the puzzle pieces together. That's why they literally sit there and ask you guys, when you guys are in these shows, or they ask you, so that did not click to you? So things don't sound unusual to you? That's why I said, at this point, people are choosing to be delusional, delirious, and dumb. You're choosing to be that. And people be like, oh, well, we all don't learn on the same wave, and we're not all at the same frequency, and there are so many different things. What? Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? See, different frequencies is coming to somebody like me to learn. We're on different frequencies. It's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. It's normal. Different frequencies and different learning styles is not allowing people to use you, abuse you, and try you. I had a girl the other day. I posted a video. I posted a video of this girl. I don't know what the boy did to her, and I don't give a fuck what the boy did to her. But she was outside his house throwing oil on his car. Talking about, I told you not to play with me. I told you don't play with me. I told you don't play with me. And the girl had the nerve to comment and say, well, there's always two sides of the stories. And I responded back to her video. But do you see how delusional, delirious, and dumb that even looks from a perspective of another person? To watch a female do something to a man and say, well, there's two sides of the story. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If a man hits you and you hit him back, that's two sides of a story. But for you to take it upon yourself to destroy people's things because they are not making you happy or they have hurt you, you, my friend, are delusional, delirious, and dumb. It's just no more pacifying the situation. Because the only reason why you acted like that is because you didn't get what you wanted out of the situation. So that's taking it from 3D to 4D. So now we see of why you acted like that. Okay, cool. See, so now we're above that to see you acted like that because of this reason and that reason. You're not emotionally mature enough to say, you know what? I don't respect you for how you treated me. Let me go about my day. You literally have to do shit that you see children do. Children throw sauce on people's shit. Children make mess. Children do that. And you see how now we're even teaching children of how to deal with things so they don't even do stuff like that. And they can also see when you're just being fucking delusional, delirious, and dumb. Kids be like, why are you crying, mommy? He'd be like, well, I'm not happy. Well, why aren't you happy? See, even children have the mindset to ask questions of why they feel the way that they do. So when your kids be like, I don't know, they normally don't know because of the fact that they have parents that don't know how to articulate questions and answers and emotions themselves. That's where that shrug comes of, I don't know. And that's why they go from using their words to their actions. Y'all never noticed that with kids? Kids go from using their words No more words, straight actions. And you see how their parents are? No more words, straight action. What's not clicking, Steven? What's not clicking, Sarah? But being traumatized doesn't help. What do you mean by that? Someone told you that they want a boy and not a girl. Is that still not an example of not being able to articulate their words? Because in reality, the fact that they're even saying that they want another gender besides another gender goes into the fact of you still don't know how to articulate your emotions of why you don't even want a girl or why you don't even want a boy. Why do you feel the need to even address things like that of saying, I didn't want that gender or that gender? That still goes into the fact of not articulating their words, which goes into actions of being a bully. That is a delusional, delirious, and dumb mindset for people to be in. And that's what we're getting. The girl was on the podcast explaining why she doesn't want kids right now. And I didn't agree with her. I had no problem. I wasn't upset about her answer. But the fact of that a man that's in charge of the show, that's leading the show, decides to say things like, well, what do you think you're here to do besides carry? Like, women being in power was never the issue. See, we just didn't have men that were equal in power. And the men that were supposed to be in power have been dealing with women that seek power-hungry energy. The fact that they don't even realize that they're powerful and they should stand side by side with another powerful person. This is what I told you. This was like a lot of those masculine energies. Men, let me not even say masculine. Men. A lot of these men that didn't choose to scam, they chose to do the right thing and try to go on the right path and be. Those are the men that are glowing up right now. Those are the men that didn't have no money and they're making more money because they decided to wait for the come up. And since we have so many women dating for experience and dating for the benefits, those men are always confused of what they should do. Hence how I've been trying to tell y'all this was toxic femininity, because men didn't even understand how to make a smart decision based off of who their parents are. Because every single time they felt something, they were told, that's dumb, that's stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, don't do that. The implanted energy of being delirious, dumb, and delusional is in our society. And it's growing faster than fucking ever. No, I don't have a filter on. No, I don't have a filter on, sweetheart. I don't have a filter on. This is me. This is me. Anywho, like I'm saying, so if we don't gather that concept of how delusional, delirious, and dumb people are, you're going to fall victim. You're going to fall victim. You're going to fall victim to the girl that's sitting there pitying herself of, why does this happen to me? And why me? And why me? You're going to pity her. Well, sweetie, you know, that man just doesn't know what to do with you. You know, a man's going to be like, why can't I get a woman to love me and nurture me the right way? Well, sweetie, that woman just doesn't have enough love for you. They just don't have enough love for the love that you give. Oh my God, they just don't have enough love to give you. And instead of you just being honest and saying, sweetheart, you don't fucking love yourself. That's why you even attracted a person like that, sweetie. See, having them in your presence is one thing. Allowing them in your space is a whole nother. It's a whole nother. I don't know if that clicks with everybody. Having people in your presence is one thing. Allowing them in your space is a whole nother. So we can play this game all day of, well, they just don't love you and you just got a whole bunch of love to give. And you're just a beautiful soul and you're a beautiful soul. You're a beautiful soul. You just keep being a beautiful soul out here. You just keep shining your light and love on people. You just do that. And even if somebody comes and they stomp on your parade, it does not matter. You get right back up and you keep on loving them. Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? These podcast shows were 4D. It was for y'all to start hearing how people think. Okay? These podcast shows, these YouTubes, these TikToks, everything. This was that's why TikTok blew up. Okay? Okay? Because this is what we're going into. This is what we're going into. I don't think people are realizing it. See, we needed to hear how everybody thought. We needed to hear the things that come out their head. And it was crazy because as you guys were hearing things out their head, you were also under that wavelength of trying to find guidance. So you were egging the shit on. You were supporting it. All these influencers and motivational speakers and people, whatever the fuck they call themselves nowadays, whatever the fuck they identify as workly. You're realizing that this was the last 18 months. Let me tell you something. From July 2020, May 2020 to January 2022, when the North Node was in Gemini, see, that was the North Node of communication. So you could hear how people thought. So you could hear the way that they speak. Everybody needed to start hearing it. From January until June this year, the momentum was gathering and gaining. The energy was gaining momentum. So you can really start to see. See, for the last 7 months, I'd say, you're listening to the same people that you listened to in the last 18 months, and I bet you they don't sound the same. Some of these motivational speakers and some of these people, they don't sound the same. Now they sound what? Power hungry, money hungry. They seem control happy. But see, what you didn't realize is that's what they was the whole time. That's what they were the whole time. This is not breaking your illusion of it. Yeah, when the North Node was in Gemini, I want everybody to think back at that time. It started May something 2020, and it went to January 2022. Between that time, how much shit now? Those same people, they haven't left. They haven't gone anywhere. Those same people, those same podcasts, those same TV shows, those same everything. I told them in 2020, I said, it's so funny that every show now has a season dedicated to COVID. And everybody's like, oh, well, that's just the norm. And no, that's the way they're communicating with you to show you how people were acting during COVID. To show how lack of empathy they had. Lack of compassion, lack of common sense, how delusional they were, how delirious they were. Let's look up the definition of delirious. 12:22 on the clock. The definition of delirious is in an acutely disturbed state of mind resulting from illness or intoxication and characterized by restlessness, illusion, and incoherence of the thought and the speech. Let me say it again. In an acutely disturbed state of mind resulting from illness or intoxication and characterized by restlessness, illusions, and incoherence of thought and speech. So delirious is an adjective. An adjective describes a noun. Everything I've been trying to tell y'all is the people, the places, and the things. So to sacrifice, people were sacrificing people, they were sacrificing things, they were sacrificing their places. So now we're in a season, and the word for Leo season is obedience. Hey, y'all. The word for Leo season is obedience. To be obedient to something. So if the word for Leo season is obedience, to be obedient mean that you would not be delusional about things. You won't be delirious about things. And you won't be dumb about things. See, it got to the part of where all these women were trying to stick up for women going through these... Women were trying to stick up for women going through these hurtful times. And they were just really trying to... You don't need to laugh at another woman's pain. That could be you. Oh, no. You don't need to do that, love. We all were going through that. It's okay. You let that man do that. It's okay, sweetie. See, sometimes, sweetie, you just got to let a man do what a man does. Sometimes, sweetie, you just got to let a man be a man. It's okay. Sweetheart. Sweetheart. You ladies should not be sitting here telling other ladies that they should be leaving their man because of one mistake. No, you should not. You ladies are out here laughing at these women getting cheated on. Why would you do that? That could be you. No, the fuck it can't, Sarah. No, the fuck it can't, Sarah. Because why the fuck would you stay with somebody that's cheating on you? Why? Why would you have a baby with a man that already don't even fucking love you or treat you right? But that's okay. You bring in that beautiful baby in this world. Don't worry. That baby's going to be filled with love and joy. I ain't seen a fucking baby yet filled with love and joy by two dysfunctional, retarded parents. I haven't seen it yet. Sometimes you just got to give some time, sweetheart. Sometimes you got to give some time, sweetheart. Sometimes, you don't really know a person until you really know a person. You know what I mean? It's okay. We all go through the first 6 months of a relationship. Things aren't going to be perfect. There's a difference between things are not going to be perfect and when things are already a shit show. You didn't need to wait for it to be more of a shit show. Is that what you waited on? Let me know. Is that what we're telling people to wait on? Let me know. There was a podcast interview the other day with a man. The lady says, do men really know the time frame of wanting to marry a woman? And the man gave a very detailed answer, and I respected his answer. And of course, there were women in the comments talking about, no, these men know within a year about you. They really know in the next 90 days. Ma'am, it's a difference between him seeing you that way and him acting that way. There's two different things. And he said that. He said, we know if we see you as that. So if he knows that he finally sees you that way, does that mean that you wait on that? Does that mean you say, you know what? Since he knows that he's going to make me his wife, that means I just stick with him until he till he really decides to just get it all together. Because see, he sees me that way, right? He sees me that way. No. Once again, Sarah, what the fuck are you talking about? See, the same thing when it comes to women and y'all dating men for the benefits and for the experience. Well, you just date that man as long as you can, okay? And you always make sure you do a little bit of this, and he's going to always give you what you want, okay? That's all you got to do. And you just make sure when he tells you to do something, you just do everything that he tells you to do. Because see, if he leaves, you won't be able to live. You won't be able to get your money. And you got to make sure you secure that bag, okay? Toughen up, Buttercup. Put your happy face on. What the fuck are you talking about, Sarah? Why are y'all dating for experiences and benefits? That is why that video of that man recruiting his hoes is going viral. It's an old movie from back in the 80s and 90s. It's an old movie. It's a documentary of a hoe talking to his women. And they got an OG hoe and they got a new hoe. And it's an interview of the new hoe coming in. And even the OG hoe is saying, well, what do you think we do here? Sorry, let me take Sarah out of it. Let me get back to what she said. She said, what you think I do? She said, well, you help him, you just make his money. She said, you think that's all I do? You think that's all I do? Newsflash, sweetheart. She's trying to tell you that man controls how she move, how she eat, whatever she does. Grooming. Bringing another woman in the situation to groom the woman. I told y'all a couple of days ago, y'all always think these men is the most dangerous things. These women are. So those same, put your happy face on, sweetheart, and you don't cry. You butter it all up and you let it happen. No, I'm not talking about sister wives. I'm talking about hoes. These women ain't scammers. They're hoes. Why can't y'all see that? Why can't y'all even see that society is trying to groom you? This isn't funny. This isn't a joke. So as all these men were sitting here telling you you were too masculine, the only reason why these men were telling you you're too masculine is because they watched their mother sit here and look at their father and say, well, you know what, Joe? It's okay. Knowing that their husband was sleeping with children. Knowing that he just got something about him that he's working on. And, sometimes he just gets upset and it's okay. It's okay. I don't even know why he likes that certain thing, but I know that there's something else deep up under him. There's something deep up under him, and he's not that man. Sometimes he just goes through certain things. He just goes through certain things. Trust me, it's normal. It's a phase that he's going through. He's just going through a little phase himself. You think a man that's 50 and 60 years old, 30, 40, 50 years old is going through a phase of children? You think he's going through a phase of young women, of abuse? That's a phase. You think that's a phase? Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? You think that's a phase? Y'all think that what's going on right now, y'all think these are phases that people go through? Phases is when somebody is a crackhead and they stop being a crackhead. That's a phase. A phase is somebody that used to have a eating disorder, and now that they've learned to heal from that eating disorder, that's a phase. A phase of being a predator, my bad. A phase of being a predator, a phase of being a manipulator. You think that's a phase? Because not only do they show their delusion and delirious energy on their actions, it comes from their words. Like, let's talk about it. You think that guy on that podcast show that's always roaring at women and talking greasy and shit, you think that's a phase? Why do y'all think P Valley is so deep right now? Yeah, down in the valley where the girls get naked. Yeah. But see, P Valley was a 3D to 4D to 5D type of show, and y'all don't even realize it. You think a man grows out of being a rapist? You think a man grows out of being are you serious? Clarence. I need you to be honest. You think a man grows out of being a child molester? Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. Okay, I'm sorry. You were talking about the show. I'm sorry. Whew. You caught me for a second. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. My bad. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean that. I thought you were talking about what I was talking about. Okay, I'm sorry. I got worried for a second myself. But like, what the fuck he mean by that? Like, everybody was like, whoa, hold up. Wait a minute. All right, my bad. You talking about the show, the podcast. So, the fact that that man is now roaring, whatever, like I'm saying, that the fact that he has now grown his platform based off of that, he's now not understanding that you're now leading by example. And that's what I tried to tell everybody about Kevin Samuels. Now, we're not going to talk about Kevin Samuels' ego stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to talk about his ego stuff, but we're going to talk about how it transformed from him being an educational leader to him building his platform off his ego. Prime example. I respect the dead, so we will not be doing any bashing of Kevin Samuels. I don't want to hear it. He's deceased. I don't want to hear it. Okay? Now, thank you for confirmation. God wants me to speak on this specifically because, see, I didn't speak on it too much because I hated how y'all was talking about that man death like that, but let's talk about it. When Kevin Samuels first started, if you want to be honest, like if you truly want to be honest with who he really was, who he was, not who he became. Who he was. Kevin Samuels was teaching men that they needed to be better men. It went from men, teaching men how to be high value men and understanding that men provide, understand that men protect, understand who a man is. He was talking to men, okay? This is where he started, not where he ended, okay? Now, once Kevin Samuels got his concept over, a lot of people took his teachings and decided to make it their ego. Okay? They made his teachings their ego, trying to say, oh, well, I'm a high value man because I don't have a lot of kids and I'm this and I'm that and you women and this and this and this. But you also missed the concept when Kevin Samuels said you also needed to have the money. Okay? You needed to have the money. Okay? You can have the money and be doing, you can't be talking like that and acting like that. You have money. All right. Once Kevin Samuels moved from the men, he got to the women. And that's where it started a lot of controversy because of the fact that we're so, why would you talk to women like that? And why would you tell women like that and that and that and that? And let me be honest with you. I was rocking with Kevin Samuels. I was on Kevin Samuels live one day and I agreed with him on everything that he said because he was trying to shine the light on the entitlement of women. And I come as a woman, standing 5'6", brown skin, tattoo, sailor mouth, pretty face, ass fat, that you women are very entitled. Thank you for confirmation. You women are entitled. That's why y'all really don't want to go toe to toe with me. Cause see, Kevin Samuels got into his ego. See, I've healed the ego, so my ego's healthy. So when I tell you, you don't have kids out of love, I don't want to hear it. When I tell you that you're so entitled to a man's pockets that you want a soft life, and in reality, you're a lazy bitch, you don't want to hear it. Soft life, my ass. You want to sit on your ass and be a lazy bitch. You're not an asset. You're a liability. But you don't want to hear it. You finally got over the concept that you've been letting bum broke niggas fuck on you your whole life, and now you're tired of that. Okay, sweetheart. Well, go ahead and take you a little rally on down, take you a little bus ride down over there to the rich men and have them rich men control you. Have them rich men do just as bad as a man that did with no money because now he got money, he got power. It's on his ego, it's on his spirit, it's on his heart. Go ahead and take that one-way street. Go ahead. I just want you to. I want you to continue to date for the experience. I want you to continue to date for the benefits. I want you to. I want you to. Big homie OG wants you to. I do. So you can see where that gets you because you lack intent. You lack integrity. You lack common sense. You're delusional, you're delirious, and you're dumb as fuck. Let's talk about it. For the women that sit here and try to say about marriage, Kevin Samuels was telling y'all about marriage. He was trying to highlight that you guys say things like, well, I don't want to get married soon and I don't want to have kids. But see, this is the perspective I got from what he said. You women say you don't want kids, you don't want to be married because of a trauma that you have not healed. It's not because of what's out here. You haven't healed it. And if you honestly don't want kids and don't want marriage, then this isn't a conversation you need to speak up about. And I don't really care about your perspective. I don't, because see, you don't want it. See, the issue came because these women wanted marriage. These women wanted kids. They wanted it. And they decided that, you know what, since I'm not going to get it the way I want it and I perceive it to be, then I don't want it at all. None of y'all are worthy of my time. And in reality, baby, you ain't even worth a second of a man to even look at you, hoe. You're not a wife. You don't know how to be a wife. You know how I know you don't know how to be a wife? Because your mother's not even a good wife. Your mother's not even a real wife. You don't even know. You don't even know. So therefore, I will understand why you have this chip on your shoulder thinking that a man owes you because a man owed your mother. A man owed your grandmother. So now you think you can be Miss Independent and it's fuck these men. But you forgot. The right men are saying fuck you too. You have no foundation of love. Women are the foundation of a marriage. Women are a foundation of a relationship. Your relationship fails because you're not a good foundation, my love. And then on top of that, you try to be a foundation to a man that don't even know how to build a house. Congratulations, you played yourself. So then you get to this point where you feel like I've been giving all my life and I've just been giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. Now I want, y'all owe me. Y'all owe me. Y'all owe me. Everybody owes me. I got cheated on. I was sleeping with DL men. I was paying men to do things. You guys owe me. And until I get what I want, everybody's gonna suffer. Veruca. Stop it. Stop it. Because give it to you now is why you have yet to find somebody to really love you and cherish you, because you don't love and cherish yourself. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Women are out here trying to tell women that infidelity doesn't kill a union. Infidelity does not kill it, and marriage can get over things. Marriage, if you don't get, let me sit up straight 1 second. If you don't get your ass out of 1942, where a woman couldn't have a bank account, and where a woman couldn't vote, and when a woman couldn't do this, when a woman couldn't do that, and get your ass in 2022, damn near 2023, I fucking know something. Because girl, what are you talking about? In what world do we believe that if somebody cheats on you, you can grow through that? They chose somebody else over you. They made the decision. It wasn't an accident. It was an accident for that man to fall into another bitch. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? It was an accident for that woman to fall on another man. That was an accident. You guys cannot tell me that you're going to continue to defend people that choose to fuck you over. They're choosing to fuck you over. And then we're in this era right now where everybody's in there, you know what? I'm going to just keep what I got because I can't get no more. Y'all know I'm a Googling bitch. How many people are in the world? It says 9.8 billion. But, oh no, excuse me. The current world population is 7.6 billion. We're expected to reach 8.6 billion by 2030. Billion, not million, not thousand, not hundred, million, billion. So I just want to know, what are we settling for? I just want to know, why don't you take the time to heal yourself? I just want to know. 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 See, this is when I keep telling y'all we're at 3D. We were at 4D. Okay? Now we're at 5D. We're seeing things from a complete higher perspective. So from 3D to 4D is to realize, you know what? If he cheated on me, why doesn't he just leave me alone? Why don't you just leave me alone? If you don't want me, then don't talk to me, Fantasia head ass, okay? That's fine. Go ahead and free yourself. But see, now we going from letting people free themselves to you freeing yourself and freeing them as well. Because what is the problem? Nobody can tell me what the problem is. If I ever hear a woman say, well, he know where home is in this time and day, that man's already left you for dead. That woman's already left you for dead. Somebody said, exactly. We don't walk on faith anymore. We walk on knowing this is a new age. Somebody write that down and make sure you give them credit when you say it. We don't walk on faith anymore. We walk on knowing this is a new age. Somebody put that in the damn book. Because, come on. So as y'all are listening to these podcasts, these YouTube things and such like that, and it starts to sound a little bit off, you know why. You know why. No more excuses. I don't want to hear no more excuses. I'm so sorry to tell you. See, some of you guys are new. Some of you guys are new here, so you don't know me. But my name is OG. And I don't need to lie about nothing. I don't want to hear no more excuses. Don't be going to people asking people, why can't I get somebody to commit to me? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Why can't you get somebody to commit to you? First of all, the fact that you have to question why you can't get somebody to commit to you shows already there's a lack of commitment within yourself. Can I get an amen, somebody? Jesus Christ. Because what? Why can't I get somebody to love me? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? And we all go through phases of wanting a partner. We all go through phases of wanting somebody to be next to us. That's normal. But I'm tired of women arguing about not everybody wants to get married and not everybody wants to do this. Okay, so why is there so much arguing on marriage, but you guys are still supporting babies? You guys are still supporting baby showers. I tell my collective all the time, if you wanted to be a parent so fucking bad, why didn't you go to the sperm bank? Why didn't you go to the egg bank? It was crickets when I said that. I didn't hear no rebuttals. I had bitches in a chokehold when I said that. When I told y'all, since the kids aren't an issue, since you say kids are not the issue, then go to the sperm bank and go to the egg bank and then have a kid. Yeah. Well, you don't go into a situation thinking you'll be a single parent. Bitch, you was single before you got pregnant. You was never in a relationship even before you got pregnant. Hello? You were single while even being with somebody. You were already a single parent before you even became pregnant. Yeah. Y'all don't be ready for that one. Y'all don't be ready for that one. Because this is what I meant by 3D, 4D, 5D. See, 4D is realizing, you know what? Having kids is a really big responsibility. And when I have kids, I want to make sure that I'm giving them the life that I never received. That's 4D. 5D is you realizing that you don't need to be having children with just anybody. You need to be thinking long term. I don't give a fuck about the pictures. I don't care about your outfits. I don't care about Six Flags, news flags, digital flags, all them fucking flags. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Kids are not an accessory. You got 18 years. I'm out here mentoring 16 and 17-year-olds. They're coming to me for readings. And their older siblings are telling them shit like, you got to see it through, my girl. You got to see it through, my boy. And I got to sit there and tell them, unfortunately, I cannot give you advice on how to deal with your parents. Because at the end of the day, you are still their child. But the fact that I hear them tell me that their older siblings are telling them, you got to see it through. Are you serious? That's the world we live in, where we have to tell our younger siblings, or we have to tell children, well, you just got to see it through until 18. See it through. See it through. Through how delusional, delirious, and dumb as fuck their parents are. And y'all, that shit pisses me off. It pisses me off because it be the same girls that coming over here and they got all these big ass baby showers. It be the same girls that's over here talking about every fucking 30 seconds. It's the same ones that's out here rebuttaling marriage. Well, I mean, not everybody wants to be married. And not everybody wants to be married. Oh my God, we don't all want to be married. If you don't want to be married, then you damn sure don't need to be having no child. And if you want a child so bad, I want you to go to science and go get one. I want that to be your option. And I want men to start telling these women that. I want men to start telling these women that. Would you go to a sperm bank and get, like, on a date? I want men to start asking women, would you ever go to the sperm bank and have a child on your own? I want you men to start asking women that. I want you to ask, and as a woman, I want you to ask a man that. Would you ever go to an egg bank or a sperm bank for you to have a child? Like, would you want to, like, would you do that? Based off their answer, you're already gonna know. I shouldn't be fucking this motherfucker like that. I shouldn't be in my feelings like that with this man. I shouldn't get too depth into this man because see, this man will not go to an egg bank and get a surrogate because he still needs somebody to carry the seed, right? So if he won't get a surrogate and he won't go buy an egg, it seems like you don't need to be getting pregnant. It seems that you don't need to be getting pregnant. It seems like you don't need to be getting pregnant. Jeremy, we're not even going to block you yet. I want to ask you, what do you mean by that? None of my moderators, please don't block him. Please don't block him right now. Don't block him. I want to give him the attention that he came to seek. So what do you mean by that? It's okay, everybody. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to let Jeremy speak. We're going to give Jeremy a couple minutes to go ahead and explain himself. So what do you mean by that? None of my, please, nobody block him. We're gonna give Jeremy the time to explain himself. What do you mean by that? You too hard. Gotta calm down. Calm down about what, honey? Too hard about what? Have you been listening this entire time of why I'm so impassioned about what I'm talking about? Or did you just hop in here to just speak your mind? We're still listening. Did you just hop in here? Or did you hear why I'm so irritated with what I'm talking about? Because see, if you heard what I was talking about, you will understand that. control me? Child. And we're all going to make an example out of Jeremy today. So Jeremy is a fellow man that decided to come into the live this beautiful afternoon at 12:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to come on my platform to tell me things of that I was being too masculine. But see, I don't think Jeremy heard me when I said that I was explaining to the public that I'm tired of you guys having children because you're creating trauma in 18-year-olds. And as we talk about how these children have been told that they need to see it through with their traumatic experiences with their parents, and that should be something that we should be yelling about, Jeremy decides to say, I'm being too hard. But see, Jeremy, you'd be the same type of man to raise a child to be exactly what I explained it to be. So Jeremy, let me ask you this, since I'm too masculine. Would you go to the egg bank and pay for a surrogate to have a kid? Or would you implant into a woman that you don't fucking care about? Or would you implant with a woman that doesn't care about you? Yeah. See, Jeremy, there are times where women need to be a little bit hard so people can hear that this is no longer a game. See, that's the thing that Jeremy, I'm pretty sure you like one of those soft life bitches. And unfortunately, Jeremy, you could never come in this live and control me because see, I gave you the space to say what you meant. I gave you the platform to give your point across. I even let my moderators sit back so they don't block you, Jeremy. See, Jeremy, that's the thing. Another thing, the only comeback you can come with is who hurt you. Baby, this is a form of love. See, this is 5'6", brown skin, pretty thick, swearing mouth. You know what I'm saying? This is what you see. This is what you see. This is real love. But see, I know you stay in a place of hurt and a place of not being loved by your parents to see what a true woman is and to know what a real woman's voice sounds like when she's talking the truth. Yeah. See, I realize that's something you never dealt with. You've only dealt with those soft life bitches. And I understand that that's something you might be comfortable with. So watching me might be a little bit triggering for you. You've never really dealt with the woman that's actually going to tell you the truth, to help build you up to be closer to God, to be with a woman that's going to build you to be the best man you could be, to support you and love you and guide you. And I mean, when I say love you, I mean love you. But I see you never dealt with that. So you have the day that the Lord blessed you with, okay? Smooches. Now, back to what I was saying. Back to what I'm saying. Back to what the fuck I was saying. Okay? If the man or woman will not go to the egg or sperm bank to have a child, don't do it. Because see, they already lack the commitment. If they won't choose to be a parent by themselves, you already need to understand they can't be a parent with you. See, I think we got to start questioning people's views and questioning how they feel about certain things before we decide to create a fairy tale of a relationship or a fairy tale of a family with them. See, because when I ask women, well, did you have that baby out of lust or love? My baby was sure made out of love. My baby was made out of love. Yep, my baby was made out of love. I said, okay, where's the dad? Why aren't y'all married? Interesting. Nope. This is blank. This can't glow. If this ain't glowing, this can't grow. If this ain't glowing, this won't grow. No. If this ain't glowing, this ain't growing. And the only time you see this growing is because I done ate some shit I should have never ate. Okay, period. But it's facts. And for the women that already have children, I'm glad you're here. Because see, you can now identify where you've made the mistake. The child was never the mistake. The child was never the poor decision. The child was not the issue. Let me be very clear for the people that have children. Your child is not the problem. Your child is not the issue. The child is not it. So don't go around misinterpreting what I'm saying. Oh, she trying to say my child is a mistake. No, bitch, you are. You. That soul, that child has nothing to do with what you and that person created. No. And y'all will not continue to treat children as if children are the problem. Y'all know that old saying of, I didn't ask to be here? That's what I meant. That's what I meant by that. That's what I meant. Because I'm tired of it. It broke my heart to mentor young girls and their sister or brother have told them, you have to see it through. Dealing with a mom that's abusive. Dealing with a dad that doesn't know how to show love, that's aggressive. Dealing with parents that don't know how to protect from own family members that are preying on their children. Own family members that are preying on their children. And the only advice that other family members can give to that family member is, you just got to see it through. You just got to make it to 18. Hey, you just got to make it to 18. Hey, you just got to make it to 18. 18 years is a long fucking time. That's almost 2 decades. That's almost 2 decades. 18 years is too long for a child to have to go through abuse, to have to go through not feeling safe, to not go through not feeling loved. That is a long time for a child to have to go through this world without feeling love. And with a lack of love, what do y'all see that it does? They leave. They find love from a pimp. They find love from a madam. They find love in the government. They find love in these places. And do y'all see what that creates? I just don't think people actually understand how long 18 years is. And the fact that we continue to be, just see it through. Well, look here, baby doll. Let me go ahead and bring Sarah back because I feel Sarah itching out of me. Well, look here, baby doll. This is not something you're going to always have to go through. And this might be something that might not be, and you might not understand it now, but you'll understand it later. And it's okay. They love you. They love you. I know that it's not something easy, but you just need to know that I love you. And don't worry, as soon as you're done, you just go and you wash your hair and you go sit down and it's okay. Everything's going to be okay, sweetheart. It's going to be okay. We all have to go through this type of loving, sweetheart. We all have to go through this type of loving. See, he's doing something that my father did to me and my grandfather did to my mother. And their grandfather did to my aunts and my sisters. We all had to go through this. We all had to go through this. See, it's normal. This is normal. This is the way that a man shows his love to you. This is how a man shows his love to you. Look, it might be a lot, but I'm just letting you know this is how they show their love to you. You can't tell me that's how they don't talk to children. You can't tell me that's not how they groom children. You cannot tell me that is how it's not. And kids are having to fight their pure soul that's telling them this is wrong. This hurts. I don't like this. This doesn't feel right. You can't tell me that these children are not being fought and they're fighting themselves. You got kids that fight themselves the whole 18 years of that this is love. This is love. This is how love feels. I'm supposed to go through this. I'm supposed to go through that. I'm just supposed to toughen it up, buttercup. You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that. You can't 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 tell me that. I don't want to hear it. So then they grow up after 18. They grow up at 18 and they start creating these excuses, these delirious things, this delusional mindset, and this dumbness. A lot of y'all parents, let me go ahead and put you all in on some tea real quick. As all this energy is coming up, and as you are now speaking your truth of what happened to you, a lot of the lies that you were told as a child, they're finally going to say the truth. Your mom is finally going to tell you the truth about what happened. Your dad is finally going to tell you the truth about what happened. Your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, they're finally going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you that they knew something wasn't right. They're going to tell you that they never wanted that to happen. They're going to tell you the truth. So when you used to ask, Mommy, why are you crying? Mommy, what's wrong? Mommy. And they used to be like, oh, nothing. Oh, it's okay. Mommy's just going through something. They're finally going to tell you the truth. See, they weren't able to articulate their emotions, so they moved from emotions to actions. I told y'all, when people can't articulate their emotions, you see how they act. See, they treated you as a very slow soul. They treated you like you were the dumb one. You were the dumb one. And in reality, they wanted to paint the illusion of how dumb they were being because they knew inside that they were dealing with something that didn't feel good. So a lot of you guys will start having all these memories and these thoughts of how you maybe saw this situation. Thank you. Y'all hear the sirens? I know y'all heard those sirens. See, there's going to be a flash of some situations that's going to come to mind. And you're going to remember it this way. So you're going to remember your dad hitting your mom, or you're going to remember as your dad yelling at your mom. That's how you're going to remember it from that moment. From that moment. And a lot of y'all are about to have flashes to realize your mom threw something at your dad. Your mom had been beating on your dad. Your mom had been verbally abusing your dad. You're finally going to see how it really happened. Who was the really vicious one? A lot of y'all are about to see who are the real vicious people in your family. Who's the real villain? You're about to find out who is the real villain. It's 111 people in here. That's why everything's such a catastrophe right now. That's why everything's such a fucking mess right now. It's crazy right now. It's crazy right now. You know why? Because now the real villains are showing, not how people were painted to see. A lot of y'all are about to realize that your siblings, your older siblings that tried to protect you, that your parents tried to deem them as the rebel, or they tried to deem them as the villain. You're about to find out who is the real villain in your family. You're about to find out who was the real villain in your friends, in relationships. You guys are about to find out who is the real problem. Who started this whole catastrophe? How many secrets that there were? I told them on Twitter, I said, this is no longer family business. This is no longer family business. See, black people like to spray a little bit of bug spray on it and cover it up and say, oh no, that's just family business. That's just family business. That's just family business. That's just family business. No, this is no longer family business. This is no longer family business. Let me say it again. This is no longer family business. And I mean this in black, white, Asian, European. I don't care what you identify as. Y'all about to find out who the real issue. There's going to be a lot of white people. Let me go ahead and speak for the white people for a second. Let me go ahead and preach to the white people for a second. A lot of you white people, you don't even know why you act that way towards other people. You don't even know why you have that envy and that energy of racism. You don't even know why, but you about to find out who it stemmed from. You about to find out who started that shit. You about to find out. 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 African families. Let me go ahead and speak on the Africans for a second. Because, see, they've been coming up. Caribbeans, Africans, anybody on that side of the world for some reason, they're coming up too. See, it was deemed as disrespectful by you calling out things. It was deemed as disrespectful by letting certain things happen. It was deemed as disrespectful to your culture. You were embarrassing. You were hurting the culture. You turned on your family. Oh no, sweetheart. You're about to find out who started that shit. Oh yes, especially in the African community. Especially in the African community. The Caribbean African community. Y'all about to find out the truth of who started that shit. It was you were never the embarrassment. You were never the embarrassment. Let me say it again, because I've seen so many African kids, so many Caribbean kids, while their parents are so hard on them, while their parents are so. You're about to find out where that shit started from. You're about to find out why you could not speak on something. Sexual assault in those households. How everybody needed to be shh, shh, shh. You don't talk about that. You don't talk about that. Haitians, Caribbean, Africans, all those communities. Did y'all see the video of the little girl and she was getting married? They had put makeup on her. They had wrapped her hair up real nice. And she's sitting next to a grown man. Grown man. And people talking about, oh, it's tears of happiness. It's tears of joy. What? Oh, yeah. See, God put me here to go ahead and talk about everybody. So everybody can come at me. The black community, the white community, the African communities, the Asian communities, Russian. Y'all all can come at me because I just want you to know God is within me, so you can't touch me. But I got to tell you the truth. See, I told y'all this was going to be a season where Archangel Michael, which was the truth, a lot of that energy, that's what's been. That Archangel Michael energy that I was telling y'all about that each of you guys have embodied. And not only did you embody it, your family embodied it. Everybody in your family also embodied it. We all embodied it. That was as a collective. As a collective, we all embody Archangel Michael, which is speaking the truth. Yeah. So, as people speak their truth, you're about to peep the lie. You're about to peep the lie. Yep. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Welcome to Leo season. Because we're all supposed to be walking a path of being a child of God. I didn't know children of God sold children. I didn't know children of God allowed sexual abuse, sexual assault. I didn't know children of God allowed that energy. I didn't know children of God allowed that. Oh, wow. I didn't know children of God allowed that type of energy. Oh, wow. Interesting. Oh, and I told them this was going to be a season of, it's not, what I say, y'all? You remember how they always say, it's not what you say, it's how you said it? This is going to be a season of, no, it's what you said. It's what you said. We don't care about the how you said it, bitch. Get over it. You're in your feelings. Half of that time that people told you it's not what you said, it's how you said it, is because they were projecting of the truth that you were speaking. You were speaking a truth. That's why it was, well, it's not how you said it. It's not what you said. It's just how you said it. I used to get in trouble for that all the time. As a kid, as a working young adult in corporate, it's not about how I said shit. You're upset about what I said. You're upset that I told you the truth. It wasn't about how I said it, because I don't even have the heart to be rude. I don't even have the heart to be mean. I don't even have the heart to be malicious. That ain't my heart. So it wasn't about how I said it. It was what I said, and you're mad at what I said. So how would you like me to correct that you're a fucking liar? How would you like me to nicely address that you are a fucking racist? How would you like for me to politely address that you are sexualizing me? How would you like me to address the truth? How? How? Is you mad at my Instagram or how I'm kicking my pimping? How? Making me feel like I have to apologize and I gotta walk on eggshells. See, I knew I was in the right position because, see, this feels very freeing from my soul. I feel very free when I'm telling people the truth. You're not gonna tell me I'm being too masculine. You're not gonna tell me I'm being too rude. I'm being this, because, see, that's not my heart. So are you mad that I'm telling you the truth? Or are you mad because what? What are you mad at? What are you mad about? Yeah. This is going to be a lot of freeing for your inner childs. Your inner childs are about to speak the truth that people told you as a child to be quiet. Stay in a child's place. See, but right now, you speaking your truth is staying in a child's place. But see, this is different this round. You're a child of God. You're staying in a child's place as God's child. Yeah. 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 Your perception of me is none of my fucking business. Your perception of who I am is none of my fucking business. Your perception of my messages is none of my fucking business. But you heard what the fuck I said, didn't you? Okay. 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 Yeah. Watch this smoke. Watch this smoke. Watch this smoke. Let me say it again. Watch this smoke. Because we don't have time for that. Your perception of me is none of my fucking business. So my thing is, as you are showing people that their perception of you is none of your business, now you question them. See, I'm really glad some of you guys were in here when Jeremy was in here, because, see, with Jeremy, that's how you need to handle people like that like to play that little nice, nasty, condescending game. See, it went from too masculine to that I was too hard, and then it was that I needed to calm down, but then it went to the control. See, you can't play those games over here with me, baby, those mind games, because you're an idiot. So watch yourself, because, see, I'm going to make you explain yourself. During this season, make people explain themselves so you can show them how dumb they are. How delirious that they think that this world is their illusion, and that all the illusions that they have painted are the reality. So instead of you getting upset with those people, instead of you cutting them off, instead of you getting that energy, ask them questions. Well, what do you mean by that? No, please explain. I didn't truly understand. What did you mean by that? Well, from my understanding, I got this. So what do you mean? I would love to know your perspective. Please, enlighten me. I would love to know. Yeah, make people start educating themselves and educating you by their perception. Whatever their perspective is, make them educate you on their perspective. So you can now allow them to say what they hear in their mind. Yes. When people say, see, a lot of people don't realize how ignorant and slow and dumb and delusional they are until they say what's on their mind. So as you pick their mind of what they're saying in the comments that they make, ask them questions. Ask them questions. See, they'll even get frustrated by how they even answer because even they know how slow they are. Even they know how delusional they are. Instead of you guys going, let them and you, and then say, what do you mean? I don't understand. But you said, well, that's not, yeah. Start making sure that the affirmation everybody needs to write down? Write down, the words that I speak are valuable information. Somebody put that in the comments for me. The words that I speak are valuable information. When you start saying that affirmation out into the universe, God will download only valuable information for you to process and now articulate. You start putting that affirmation out in the world, God will put downloads in your mind. So when you speak, it's valuable information. See, it's funny how at that time, it was like 150 something people in this room. Out of 150 people, only one person said I was being too masculine. So either you're not listening fast enough or you just don't care. Figure it out. Figure it out. And see, the ownership and responsibility that I give to people is that I'm not going to figure out why you don't have common sense. I'm not going to figure out why you're delusional. I'm not going to figure out why you can't articulate your words to be a better person. I'm not going to figure that out for you. That's your job. That's your job. Somebody says, how is that not being masculine? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? This is what I mean. Ask people questions. Give them time to process why they say the things that they do. See, I got to show y'all, as an influencer and as somebody that is the voice and as somebody that is this is what y'all need to see. Facts, 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 facts. And then on top of that, the topics that we talk about that bring so much emotion out and passion when you speak, why would you not have that emotion behind that? See, we not on here talking about my nails and my hair and, my business. Because when I talk about that type of shit, I'm normally calm. I'm normally relaxed. I sit back. But when I'm talking about how y'all treat children, and when I'm talking about how y'all be belittling people, and when I'm talking about how y'all be projecting and hating and being mean and shitty people, oh, that shit be coming from my heart. I be meaning that. I be meaning that shit. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I be needing to let y'all know how serious I am about that. Because see, those are the topics y'all take so lightly. All I hear nowadays is soft life era. All I hear nowadays is I want to be a dainty woman. All I hear these days is that I want to be a high value man. I want to be a man of a bachelor. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to be this. I'm going to be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch ends on an Impala. That's all I fucking hear nowadays. But when it gets time for us to talk about why do you keep having children? Why do you keep laying your seed around in the world? Why do you keep allowing abuse and assault and all that? Well, when we talk about that, you are being too masculine. You are talking way too loud. You need to calm down. 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 Why are you so loud? There are young boys getting raped by men, but you want me to calm down? If that was your son, I bet you'd be loud. I bet you if your daughter got raped by her uncle and got pregnant and needed an abortion, I bet you'd be real loud then. Yeah. Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. We got people in the government at these little conferences or whatever the fuck they're called. We got people answering questions and saying, is a 10-year-old, being sexually assaulted and needing an abortion, do we still consider that an abortion? Well, at this time, we wouldn't really consider that be an abortion. Are you trying to spit on my head and saying it's raining? Are you trying to spit on my head and tell me it's raining? Because I don't understand that. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. You guys are embarrassing. It's a shame they can't have bitches like me in the office. It's a shame they wouldn't be able to have bitches like me as president. It's a shame. But don't worry, I'm going to change the world in a different way. I'm going to change the world in a different way. See, this new age church right here, baby. This new age church, so y'all ain't never seen a pastor like this, and this is different. This is different. See, this ain't the same thing. This ain't pastors that's selling children. This ain't pastors that's trying to get the money. See, this ain't it. This a new type. This a new age church. And see, and I don't care about your vision or your voice. I don't care about your voice about how churches are. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I do not care. New age church. New age church. Do we got somebody talking greasy? Yo, I be having time. 1 second. Just give me 1 second. What did they say? Lord. Oh. I don't know. Did they say something mean? Because I just read a couple of their comments and I didn't see nothing bad. Lord. Ross. I don't think that they was being mean. I don't think they was being mean. Hold on, y'all. I don't think that was being mean. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, my bad. But yeah, y'all. Cause I'm trying to look at something. A lot of y'all are about to start, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all are about to like, y'all gifts. You're about to, okay, so a lot of you, everybody has a gift. Everybody has a gift. Everybody got 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 a gift. Let me say it again. Everybody has a gift. Okay? Now, this gift that everybody has, a lot of you guys are now walking into a season where you have enough awareness to acknowledge your gift. You're about to be able to acknowledge what the gift is. Thank you for confirmation. A lot of you guys are about to acknowledge the gift. You're at a space now where God can show you your gift. God can show you your gift. Yeah. Yep. So a lot of y'all are now at this season where you can have a gift and you have a gift and you'll be using your gift. And a lot of you guys will, like, now that you are knowing your gift is like your child. And right now you are the parent of your child. So I don't know if people understand that, but you are now the parent of your child. So if you are, I told y'all, a lot of y'all inner childs don't trust y'all, don't believe in y'all. They don't want to listen. They're very I don't want to say bad, and I don't want to say that. But a lot of y'all inner child act out because of how long you've ignored them. A lot of y'all inner childs act in that way because of how long you have not been a true parent to them. Traumatized. Thank you. They're traumatized. So how you act, you know what I'm saying, with you being traumatized is how your inner child acts. Okay, so right now that is going to be y'all focus, is now that you have this gift, you now have to protect this gift. But when you protect this gift, you have to learn how to protect the gift, learn to use the gift, nurture the gift, and become the gift. It's 4 different stages. And this is what I meant when I told y'all that this was going to be orientation week. This was going to be the week where, you know what I'm saying, you're probably cleaning out your podcast list and getting better podcasts. You're unsubscribing to people that you used to subscribe to on YouTube. You're unfollowing people on your social medias that you don't need to follow anymore. Some of you guys are coming across new people. Welcome. A lot of that energy is happening this week because of the fact of we're now getting you on the right path to move forward. A lot of you guys are going to clear out your 4D stuff. So there are a lot of you guys that need to throw away a lot of that spiritual shit you bought. Go throw it away. It don't work. It never worked. It never will work. Go throw it away. Go throw it away. All them oils and all that water, all that shit you got, go throw it away. Because you don't even know how to use it. Because you weren't even supposed to be using it. A lot of you guys have just brought yourselves into the spiritual world and the spiritual realm based off of society. Throw it out. You weren't supposed to be doing that. You were never supposed to be doing that. That was never your thing. It was you. It didn't matter. Twin flames, soul flames, flame souls, flame twins, karmic cycles, karmic twins, false twins. Throw it out. It was never a part of you anyway. A lot of y'all have not met your twin flame. You haven't met your twin flame. You haven't even come across it. You don't even know what it really is. It's not that. 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 It's not. Okay? All those rituals you used to do, tying people's hair on you and all that shit, and taking people's hair and writing names in the panties and putting blood in the spaghetti and shit like that. I just don't think you should do that anymore. I just don't think you were never built for that. The money jars that you guys make, you were never built for that. Let it go. Let it go. It didn't work. It was an illusion. It didn't work. Okay? That 3-6-9 method, you writing shit down 7 times, let it go. It didn't work. It didn't work. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. It's not going to fucking work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You better off buying moon water and buying like jars. You better off buying that from somebody you trust to do your ritual. You're better off doing that. You know, you're better off doing that. You're better off going to somebody that specializes in that field to buy from. Not for you to do it, for somebody else to do it for you. Because they know how to put the intent in it. They know how to really cook some shit up. So as you are asking for them, see, you're putting money in it, right? You pay them for it, which is giving something. And then you receive that energy from them to now create an evolution. Instead, you going in the kitchen, cooking up some shit, and you don't even know how to fucking season chicken. You don't even know how to make you a full meal. And you're going to sit up here and tell me you can create a ritual bowl? Okay. You don't use nothing but onion, garlic, salt, and pepper on your food. But you trying to tell me you know how to make a ritual to attract love? A lot of y'all don't even use natural products on your skin, but you know how to make an oil to help you get love? Okay. You don't even know how to fully interpret what your mind is saying, but you buying cards. Why did you just pick up cards? You was never built for that. You was never built for that. That was never your lifestyle, baby. If you can't see the card without seeing the card, and then that bitch pop out, you was never built for that. You was never built for that. You was never built for it. If all your storylines or the storylines that you are watching people on YouTube and TikTok, if they all seem to sound the same and they keep going in the same repetitive circle, this person left this person, third party this, that person, karmic this, that. You was never built for that. They wasn't built for that. That ain't their lifestyle. See, I don't read cards. The cards read me. And y'all know that. I got people that's been in here while I give people readings, and they've seen the cards are basically summarize everything that I said myself. So, I'm just saying, if you really want to learn a divination, I'll help you. I'll teach you. I'll really teach you. Because, see, it's going to be more mental and spiritual work before you physically put it in the world. Yep. I'll help you. I'll help you. It's no problem. I'll tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. See, because God never had a problem with tarot. God never had a problem with the magic and he never had a problem with that. He never had a problem with that. Let me say it again. He's never had a problem with that. He's never had. But see, the devil caught on. Livy, it's funny that you say that because I literally just said that is going to be the word from now on. Duality. Not masculine, not feminine, duality. If you don't charge for readings, don't read. If you're giving somebody a service, don't read for them. And if you're not comfortable with what you're doing, don't read for them. If you want to practice on the zodiac, practice on the collective energy. You should not be giving people free readings. I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all that. Why are you giving people free readings? Did God give you that gift for free to just use amongst the world? No, you had to pay a price for that gift. And that gift, that's what I be trying to tell y'all. Y'all think God gives y'all gifts for free. No, that's why people misuse their gift. That's why people never figure out what their gift is. You got to work for that shit. Ain't shit free. You got to pay to play. You just you don't win the lottery without playing the lottery. You don't blow up on social media to just blow up. You got to do something. So if you are a reader or you are a spiritual person, practitioner, whatever the fuck you call yourself, if you don't charge for your services, no. And I'm not sure where that narrative came from of the fact that y'all don't charge for your gift. No. No, ma'am. 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 No. I disagree. I disagree. I disagree. I disagree. Hoodoo, voodoo, bruises, high priestess, empress, alchemist, whatever the fuck all these people call themselves, y'all about to see what they really are. And they're not. They're not it. Not it. Stop learning from them. Stop gaining from them. The only reason why they blew up is because of the fact of they got caught on a trend. People started paying them based off the trend. They don't pay them because of who they really are. They pay them off the trend. Remember that. Remember that. Remember I told y'all that. People are getting paid. Y'all think these people really came up? Like, let's keep it a buck real quick. Like, let's talk. Let's talk. See, I done preached enough. So now I want to talk. Y'all think these people really came up? Y'all think these people really came up? Y'all really think that? Y'all really think that they went from rags to riches? You think that? I hope you don't think that. I really do. A lot of these spiritual people and a lot of these Christian, what they call themselves, kingdom citizens, you think they just came up? Nah, baby. They didn't come up off nothing. They sought, they found an opportunity. They found an opportunity and they groomed themselves based off of that facade opportunity that they thought. You think they came up? Trust me, you know God's people when you see God's people. God's people are not flashy all the time. God's people are very normal looking people. They're normally powerful in the way that they speak and their actions, by the way that they move, by what they invest in, what they preach, what they create. That's how you seek out a godly person. These people ain't come up on nothing. These people ain't come up. These people did not come up. Let me say it again. These people did not come up. If y'all want to call it a come up, they came up off your ass. You want to call it a come up? They came up off your ass. They came up off y'all ass. They came up off your ass. If you really want to know how they came up off y'all. They did not come. They did not on no come up. They not. Them people came up off y'all. Y'all helped them people come up. Hairstylists, nail techs, makeup artists, barbers, teachers, all the business owners, they did not come up off of the Lord. They came up off you. You was their key to the money. A lot of these entertainers, a part of their karma is that they have to tell the truth. A lot of entertainers, a lot of people, they are going to have to tell the truth. They are going to have to tell you everything of how they got to where they got. They're going to have to tell you the truth. They're going to have to tell you about their struggle story. They're going to have to tell you about who helped them. God's people, truly God's people, not too many people help them. Not too many people physically help them. They don't have that many people around them. They don't. And every time that somebody that has come up, whoever was the person or the people that truly helped them, you're gonna tell based off the emotion that they feel from the help that they received. Steve Harvey had an episode on his show. It was the white couple that was on the TV. And the people that helped him, they didn't glow up. They still live their life happily and peacefully and godly. I'm literally showing y'all what's about to happen. I'm telling you, so you can see. Steve Harvey is huge. Steve Harvey had those people on the screen. They found the people that helped him when he was 25. He was in so much emotion of gratitude. He cried so hard. Because those people gave him an account for him to be a travel agent, for him to travel as a comedian, and they gave him a job so he could have money. He said he had racked up almost $10,000 and they never said nothing. Now, I'm not sure if he paid it off or what happened. But you see how they helped him? Did you see the energy of gratitude? I got a book. I found a book that I received 8 years ago. I received this book 8 years ago. And some of my regulars were in here when I read the book. I cried. I cried while I read the book. Because somebody gave me that book 8 years ago when they fully believed in me and they knew I was going to make it to places. I messaged them on Facebook a couple of months ago and I told them, I thanked them. And I cried because they didn't have to. I cried. I literally read the book on live with y'all and I cried. Reading a Dr. Seuss book. And it wasn't just about the book. It was about the fact of who gave it to me and why they gave me the book. I'm telling y'all about to see. God's people, God don't have a lot of people around his children. He don't. God don't have a lot of people around his children. Magic is spiritual. If that's your opinion, sweetheart, that's your opinion. I won't do it. Magic is everything. Everything is magical. Change is magical if you let it be. That's one of my quotes. Change is magical if you let it be. Somebody get him up out of here. Because you talking on Von's name, and I don't like that. Somebody get him up out of here. I don't like that. You're asking about the dead. I don't like that. Somebody get him up out of here. I don't like that. You out here talking on Von's name. I don't think y'all heard me when I said we're not going to talk about somebody that has died. And you talking about how did he die and why they posted his body. What? No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. You asking me about, no. 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 We all know, no. The question was, how did Von really die and why? We're going to go read the question. Why did they post his dead body? How did Von really die? We all know Von died by getting shot. No. 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 If Dirk will stop a whole concert for people talking about King Von, OG will be shutting it down too. There is no spiritual answer. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all bring spirituality into everything. Y'all bring spirituality into everything, forgetting that we live on earth. Like what? Like, what do you mean? Talking about how did he really die? No, we're not talking about that. And I don't give a fuck about how you trying to defend him either, love. I'm so sorry to tell you. I'm so sorry to tell you. Like, I'm really so sorry to tell you. Like, why y'all bring spirituality into everything? Like, what do you mean? My thing is, if you're deciding to question, why do I feel some type of way about something? Why does it matter? If I said we're not going to talk about it, we're not going to talk about it. And if you knew, why didn't you talk about it? Why didn't you explain to the person why Von really died? You over here trying to defend what I said we're not going to talk about. Come on now, find you something safe to do, my baby. You have a blessed day, because I'm telling you, leave me alone with that shit. Nobody said you can't read cards and do spells like us. You clearly missed the whole point of that. If you didn't understand what I meant by that, I'd rather you just say that. But for you to be sitting here talking about, I told you can't do spells and you can't do, I didn't tell you that. I told you that's not the route you need to automatically take. I don't know if you comprehended that part of what I said. Doing rituals and shit, that's not the route you need to take. That's not the route you need to take. That's what I gained out of what I said. That was my thought about it. So what do card readings fall under? They're a tool. It's a tool. You think you got to be spiritual to read cards? They're tools. Hence how everybody became a tarot reader on TikTok, but they not real spiritual people. They not really people with a gift. That's why I said y'all bring spirituality into everything. So anybody you see with tarot cards, they're a spiritualist. That's why we got so many liars now on TikTok. They just be lying. Okay, TikTokers. Okay, TikTok. I'm gonna let you have your perspective, cause honestly, I don't care enough to go back and forth with you. Like, it's just so many things. Exactly. People be quick to give you a reading. People be using their cards to read in your life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're saying people have to connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're saying people have to connect their mind and their, wait, what did you say? They got to connect their mind and self. So if people have to connect their mind and their self, why is everybody now doing tarot readings? If that's the goal, if you're saying that, why is everybody doing it? Because are they connecting their mind and their self, or they're connecting their mind in their pockets? Let me know. You're saying, what is the purpose? So if I said that the purpose was the fact of, the purpose is for you to basically illustrate the thoughts in your head, not just to read the cards, it's to illustrate the thoughts in your head. How do you feel about that? Because in reality, people that are truly locked in with a gift, they don't read cards. Cards read them. So what do you mean? Like, I've never identified as a tarot reader. Ever. I've never identified as one. Okay. Anywho. Anywho. How long was this live? Because I really want to save it. I want to save this live and put it on YouTube. Oh, it's an hour and 52 minutes. I think I want to save it. Y'all, I need to finish what's called. The definition of divination: the practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown by supernatural means. The art or practice that seeks to foresee or foretell future events or discover hidden knowledge, usually by the interpretation of omens or by the aid of supernatural powers. Unusual insight, intuitive perception. Intuitive perception. And like I said, your thought process and your opinion is up to you. I could care less. I really could. I do not care. I really don't. Because my definition of what I see as magic and your definition of what you see magic is totally different. So, you know, it is what it is, my love. So, I don't know if this is what you call it. I don't know if this is gonna what you call it. You can't get educated if you over here trying to say facts. You can't get educated by addressing and saying your opinions of what you feel. That's the total opposite of getting educated. You know? It's okay. Let whoever this is have their own opinion. They say magic doesn't change to the person. It's supernatural. It's okay. It's okay. Not getting there, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Make sure y'all go get y'all some sun today. We're going to get off this because I could care less. Make sure y'all go get y'all some sun today. Make sure y'all drink some water. You know what I mean? Like, you know, life is good. Yeah, so I don't want this to be too long because it's already like 2 hours. So I'm gonna end this and I'll be back tonight. I love y'all. Toodles.